What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am your host, LRS, here with UTLR Live and UTLR's F2 series. We are here in the fabulous Japan for race number 2 of our 15 race long season. I am joined up in the booth, as always, by my buddy SP and the league owner, Alex Farrell. He's up here once again. He's racing once again. Both of you guys are going to have some fun out there tonight. What are you guys thinking of this Japanese circuit?
Yeah, I will tell you right now, Luke, I'm looking forward to it. We got 16 cars, it looks like, racing, and this track provides a lot of passing opportunities with these F2 cars, and they race overall really, really well. So anything's possible tonight. A lot of new faces too that did not race last week that are racing this week. So we got our money cut out for us for this week.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more with you, SP. I mean, it's going to be a great race. I've just been on the track for a little bit here before the race got underway and qualifying got underway with some time trials. And I love the track. I love the layout. Again, this is a guy coming from not an F2 or F1 background, so definitely enjoying the track so far. A couple things to work on, obviously, but yeah, Luke, I'm excited. Came off a 10th place finish last week, so we're going to see what we can do.
Yeah, Alex, I heard you pre-race mention those last couple of corners before the finish line is where you're struggling. What about them is making you struggle? The flow, the angle of the corner, getting on the gas, the braking point.
Yeah, Luke, it really comes down to it was first of all that sweeper, that sweeping left-hander going into the braking zone. But once I figured out the sweeper, it came down to where was the right moment to start braking. Coming down into a hot zone for braking, wins too late and wins too soon. Um, and I'm still yet to master that. It's really also the flow of those corners. It's really a tricky set of corners for me. Everything else, obviously, is kind of a basic flow of the track. It's not too windy. It's not too straight. It's definitely got its flow to it, which I love. It's just the last two little hairpins are definitely something to watch out for. A couple people might have issues, but I definitely have got some work to do.
Yeah, and I'm on board right now with SP as we start a lap here. We go down into turn 1. This is going to be Calamity Corner here on the start. Coming out of turn 2, a little straightaway right here, which leads to not really a passing opportunity, a hard left-handed corner right here. Up and into the S's. These S's are longer than a normal S section on any racetrack. It's like a double S. Goes left, right, left, right, left. You see where Nick's coming up here. You could probably make a move here, but it's impossible to stay side by side as you swing the car out. You see Nick makes a mistake, bottoms out. Coming up into this right-handed corner right here, turn number 7. Cannot pass there, too high speed. You could probably make a lunge right here in turn 8 as we come up to this hairpin corner. Nick, what are you thinking about this track?
Yeah, I mean, it's got a lot of different and unique sectors. It's probably one of the nicest tracks we go to as far as the variety of corners, straights, and passing opportunities. There's nothing like it on the schedule. Um, there is only one DRS zone, which is the only issue I see with this track. So passing might be limited to the ones that are just kind of a little slower than the other ones. They're going to have to rely on that DRS on that front stretch and hope they can get it. Um, but I will say, I think the biggest thing we're going to have to keep an eye on tonight is the ones racing side by side and where they are at in like this sector I'm coming up on, and just in general where the grass is at, because the grass can come out and bite you, and if it does that, your race is going to probably almost theoretically be over, just because the walls are so close together. It's very easy to make a mistake and crash the car.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you there. The corner you just came through, the one that Alex mentioned, was really tough where he was struggling. How are you getting through there? Because I think that's one of the more technical parts. If we have a close battle for the lead, it could come to a head right there on the last lap.
Yeah, I think I'm doing really good in general. I really got nothing to complain about. My car is just overall really good. I'm on wet tires. I'm not even on the actual tire set for the race. It's just I'm just trying to get some laps in because I know track will be a little harder. But yeah, no, I feel really, really confident about tonight. I know I can probably get another top 5. I got my first, uh, I want to say my second consecutive top 5 in a row. I know I had a top 5 in Abu Dhabi in the last season, or the last season of the last race. I got a top 5 and finished 5th. And then I finished 4th yesterday, or not yesterday, last week in the last race. So far, 2 top 5s, last 2 races. So I think I can build on that and get another one tonight. But it's going to take a lot of just consistency and just being patient, because this is going to be a very, very long race. Like we talked about it, you make a mistake, it's going to cost you. So we'll see what I can do. I'm going to go out in my real lap now finally and see what I throw down, because I can already sense that everyone's about to come out in the next minute and a half. So Luke, you're going to be kind of busy.
Oh, one car around right there, Deport making contact with, I think it was a VAR car. No,
Nope, it was me.
Art. Alex.
Hopefully he wasn't on
happened,
heater.
Alex?
I don't think he was. It was just
He
me.
wasn't.
Okay, good. It was really just me on wet tires, trying to get a feel of the track, try to put down a good lap like Nick was doing, trying to get some laps down on this track with limited experience. And I let him go by on the right-hand side, but trying to make through the S's there. We made wheel contact. So.
Yeah. Well, I was going to mention, before that happened, we have some nice names scattered throughout the field. I know most of our drivers have not run a competitive lap on a soft tire yet, but right now, Sammy Schaefer, who in the F1 series started to get to a peak at the end of Season 5, he is P number 1 by exactly 1/10 over Zach Evans in 2nd. Deport is in 3rd. He did run that lap on soft tires. Ranger also ran his lap on soft tires. He's 4th, so did Jay in 5th. Everyone back behind them on wet weather tires. Nick, with only 4 minutes remaining, it's going to look like you're going to get 1 or 2 flying laps. How do you manage it?
Well, I can tell you what, on that second one, you're going to be dead close on fuel, so you got to make sure the first one is good. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time for a second one, so we'll see.
I've got to get
And
back
Alex,
in and get my softs on to get ready for a hot lap, because I'm cutting it close.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
go time,
Mason,
Luke.
It is. Mason on the soft tires. He goes up to P5 behind Ranger by 0.2 of a second. And remember, Mason was hounding down me and Tomato for that preseason win. So if that tells you anything about Ranger's pace, that'll be something to watch. Mason's off in the gravel right there. Nice save. Chris, too, Nick. Your buddy Chris Rubio, he's up there in 7th.
Yeah, not too bad for him. I know there's some guys on him on the that were on wets, but bad. Oh, Meso.
Yeah, he retired on track in the wall in the first sector in the S. Clean's coming up on him. There you see the car destroyed straight into the barriers. Clean is out there on the soft compound tire. He won the sprint last week. He won the feature race. He won the pole. He got maximum points. He led every lap in the sprint. Did not lead every lap in the feature. Will he claim a second consecutive pole? We're going to find that out soon. He is potentially the one to beat this season, Nick. With INF here, we have really something on our hands.
Yes, we do.
And you are on a flyer, so I will leave you alone.
You're fine.
Alex is in the pits putting on his soft tires. He'll have enough time for one run.
Damn it! And I had
Yeah.
a purple sector 1 and I blew it.
Interesting to see how that's going to work. Going to have to go into fuel save mode for Nick. A lot of drivers out there on a flyer. Looks like a handful are not going to get a competitive lap time. Alex is still sitting in the pit lane with 1:50 seconds.
Coming out, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to. I think I cut it too close, which sucks. But, you know, this may help out myself. That means nowhere on the softs when going into race time. So.
Dr. Clater, who was running 4th in the feature, crashed out. He comes to the line to set his competitive lap time. He goes to P number 4. Hunter jumped up to P2. He knocked down Zach. And it's very interesting up there between the top 4. They're all really close. Less than 1/10 of a second separating the top 3. 2/10 over the top 4. Next up is going to be a Prema. I don't know if it's Nick or Jay. I think it's Jay. Jay way off pace through that section right there. Sounded like he was way off the throttle. Missed the apex. Not going to be a great lap for Jay. We'll see what he can do as he comes around the final corner. It's going to be in the 43s. 1:43.5. Only 9th for Jay behind Mason. Not a great lap for him. Nick's going to come around to start a flyer. The other art car of Days is going to come around to start a flyer. He's in 5th. He wants more. INF to the top by 0.8 of a second over Sammy. Incredible lap for Jack Farnhart, the F2 Season 1 champion. His first time in the car in a while. He did not race last week. Looks like Zach Evans is not going to go out. Zach Clater is on a run. Next across the line is going to be Zach Clater. Says he's down 0.3 in the middle sector. Let's see, right here he's up 0.2. If he gains 0.2 of a second, it would be a 141.8. He could move on to the front row if he gets through the final corners nice and neat. Gets up on the curb, but got out of the corner good. Let's see what he can do. He comes now to the line. Is it going to be first or second row for Clater? He goes to P2. He jumps over Sammy. Great lap by Clater. Next up, Jay's out there with a run. He can't do anything. Clean goes even faster. He goes 0.5 of a second faster than INF.
Way to go, Clean. I know Clean's hungry this season, and he definitely just showed it right there. Why he won last week and why he's good this whole season. He said he's going to put his foot down this season, and sure enough.
Yeah, and I got to watch Nick and I got to watch Jay, the two Premas, the last two that are going to set a lap. Alex couldn't get another one in.
Nope.
So we're going to be watching the Premas to see what they could do. Jack Farnhart is also on another lap, so let's not forget what kind of time he can put in. In his VAR car, he comes around the final corner. It says he's up 0.3. Will he improve? Jack Farnhart does not improve. Less than a 10th behind his best lap. Jay improves, but not enough to get out of P9. Here comes Nick. I think he went 6th.
P10. Ah, man, that sucks. I had a purple sector 1 on the lap I butchered. That was going to be a really good lap, too. I'm a little sad about that.
Well, if we did a sprint, it would be a Prema 1-2. It is Jaden Browder on pole, Jack Farnhart second, Zach Clater third, Sammy Schaefer fourth, Hunter Dowling rounding out the top 5. Interesting drivers up there. Looks like we're going to have 6 cars in it in this one, but clean again. Class of the field, 0.5 ahead of anybody. He's won every pole this season, Nick.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't over. He's probably going to win another 4. So we'll see.
We will see. It looks a little cloudy. Is it going to rain, Nick?
No rain detected, but you never know.
You never know where the race is.
All right, let's do some quick picks because I know that timer's running down. We'll start with Alex.
Ooh, I think it's going to come down to between Clean and INF, but I think INF is going to capture it this week. I think he's going to show what he's got.
All right,
Honestly,
Nick.
I'm telling you right now, the guy who's sitting P1, it's his best track. He's got it in the back. I think he goes 2 for 2.
Yeah, I like the picks. I like the INF pick. I like the clean pick. I'm going to go I'm going to go with clean as well. You can't go against the man, even though INF is the defending champion and, by the way, the defending race winner. Can't go against him. Clean's going to get his second feature win and as many tries as we come to the 5 red lights to get into the feature race in the second race of the season. It's lights out and away we go. Clean spun the tires incredibly bad. Here comes INF to the inside. He's already up and into the lead. The top 2 have broken away. Zach Clater in 3rd. He clears for 3rd. Sammy's clear in 4th. They're side by side between Zach Evans and Hunter Dowling. Looks like Zach has the edge on the inside, but Hunter's going to stick his nose in there. He's going to go for it up on the curb right there. Gets by Zach Evans. Now trying to go around the outside is Days. Back behind them, a couple cars gone off. Looks like load broke and Alex. That might be a carryover from last week.
Yeah, definitely not happy right now. Lap 1, turn 1 again, 2 weeks in a row. I'll note it.
Zach Clater up to 3rd, but Jaden Browder, terrible wheel spin on the start. Lost the lead. He's
Oh,
P2.
Days hard
Back
to the wall.
Yeah, he'd never hit the wall, but he's off in the gravel. He's going to sit there and just wait for everyone to pass so he doesn't come back on the track. Looks like maybe got sent by Hunter or Jay. It was around that area. Nick, did you see what happened?
It just looked like he just missed it. Like, totally missed the braking zone. I don't think there was anything wrong with him. I just think he misjudged it a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like he did. You see Zach Clater go up over the curb right there. Lost a little bit of time, but he's still all over Jaden Browder for second place. Jack Farnhart up front, 30 laps here in the feature. Can he lead to the finish? We're going to find that one out as 3 drivers are still in this little lead pack. There's actually 6, like I said before, that are in DRS potential, but in F2 they have to complete 2 laps to get the DRS turned on, I'm pretty sure, in this game.
Yep.
So as we'll see as INF completes his first lap of the season, and it's his first lap led from outside pole. Nice job from Jack, the Season 1 champion.
I thought Clayton was on the pole. Oops.
He was. I said outside pole.
Oh.
Mason and Nick having a nice battle. Mason, oh my goodness, off and almost into the grass. Came back on the track, almost hit Nick. Good start by the Premas. They started 9th and 10th. They're 7th and 8th. Ranger with a slow start. Mason with a slow start as well. Top 6 are still within striking distance. Looks like Clater's lost a little to the leader. Clean is all over INF. Still though the top set. Well, now it's the top 7 in that DRS range. Back half of the pack, load broke, Alex, still trying to figure their way back to the front. Days, who lost all that time, trying to get by Cole right now. DRS will turn on when they go to the line this time. Here comes Days with a run on Cole, goes to the outside, Cole moves over to block. Days lets off, needs to be careful now, goes to the inside, Cole lets him through.
Yeah, watch Cole
the lead.
tonight. I think he's going to be one to kind of watch. He's got the hang of the cars. Also, one to watch is going to be Zach Evans here. He's going to be one, as he is a back-to-back champion in other series and other leagues. Keep an eye on those two.
Yeah, will do. Zach Evans currently running in P6 in that DRS train for the podium. Jay has lost out on the podium, so there's 4 cars battling for third, and then the leaders have a 1.4 second breakaway. Look at the run coming from Hunter on Sammy right there. Does not make a move though. Not a passing opportunity. He's going to have to wait for a mistake or the heavy braking corner coming up in the second sector. 2 leaders pulling out now to 1.6 seconds. Coming down a little bit at the end of the first sector right here. But doesn't look like it'll be enough as they stand.
Oh man, Mesa a moment there. Got him in the gravel.
yeah.
Same situation that happened in the first 2 turns last lap.
Yeah, he had a big moment because he lost the position to Ranger as well. Sammy looking to make a move on Clater, not quite close enough. Clean all over INF as they come to the final sector. There's only 1 DRS detection zone on this track. I think there should be 2, personally. But there's not. Here we come towards 130R. Good run by Clean all over the back of Jack Farnhart. No DRS down this straightaway. But that slipstream is providing him with a great run. Looks to the inside, not going to make the move. Sammy side by side with Zach Clater. Sammy goes on to the podium position. Great move into 130R. There's the detection zone. Clean is right behind INF. Clean got through the final chicane better. He's probably going to breeze by INF right here as we go down towards turn 1. DRS open. He sets the fastest lap. He goes to the inside. Has a pretty nice run as we go towards turn 1. Jack's going to back out of it, fall in behind him. Hunter gets by Clater. No, he doesn't. They're side by side into turn number 1. Now out of turn 2, Hunter and Clater still side by side. Clater sticks his nose up in there, wants to get that position back, and does. Mason and Nick swapping positions. I got Deeport all over them. Oh! Nick into the back of Mason right there. Almost took them both out right there.
Yeah, I had to save it.
Nice podium battle going on right here. Zach Evans looking on, trying to close in as they battle. He's pulling Jay with him. Nice pace by Jay. Oh, Sammy completely misses the corner, dips tires off into the grass. Clater moves back into the podium as Hunter and Sammy are side by side for 4th place. Nick and Deport swapping positions, I assume, in that hairpin corner. Looks like maybe Chris got moved off the track by Days. The leaders are still together. INF is still there. Yellow in the back. It's like Deport slow.
Oops. Swear it was not my fault.
Oh, INF up on the curb. Almost dropped the rear of the car. He's going to have the DRS, though, but I don't think he's close enough to make a move into turn 1. For the podium, Sammy gets by Clater. Hunter gets by Clater. Oh, Clater bottomed out on the curb right there. Here comes Zach Evans to get by him. But Clater's not going to give it up. On the inside, contact. Zach hits Zach. Oh, my goodness. Even more contact. It almost was a big crash right there. Jay got by Zach Evans. Zach Clater holds 5th. Turn 1, another yellow flag. Looks like maybe Days or Deport with an issue. Five laps into the 30-lap race, Nick. What kind of strategies are we looking at? 1 stop, 2 stop?
Definitely a 2-stop. I don't think anyone else can do a 1-stop unless they're like medium tires, but it's all the soft and hard compounds. So yeah, it's going to be a 2-stop race, I think.
Alex catching up to Cole. Looks like Cole's lagging a little bit. See how that plays out. Jack Farnhart all over the leader right now. They're together, but they're 5 seconds ahead of this podium battle, which is raging on. There is 5 cars in this one. Look at the run from Hunter. He looks to the inside of Sammy as we head towards 130R. Can't go side by side through there unless you have a family like like Michael said, or Fernando, I think it was. It was one of them. Comes INF on the straightaway, has the DRS, but again, not close enough to make a move into 1. Clean needs to be careful with weaving. Boots to the inside, back to the outside. HD gets by Sammy for 3rd. HD started 5th. Our biggest mover, though, is Jay. He is tied in biggest mover with Ranger and Mason. They're all up 3. Biggest loser, Deport, down 5.
Oops.
Deport and Chris battling into turn number 1. Deport's going to get that position. Load broke off the track. See Jack Farnhart closer to clean right now than he has been in the past couple of laps. We'll see if that will amount to anything. He got through there way better than Clean. Clean chose to run wide, thought he would get a better exit. Did not work how he wanted whatsoever. But this 3rd place battle comes to blows as Clater is around. Looks like Jay is involved. And again, Clater battling for that 3rd place position. Gets involved in an incident with Jay. 2nd week in a row. My goodness. That's really separated this podium battle as HD's now got a 2-second advantage over Sammy and Zach Evans.
Good grief.
Oh my goodness. INF gets on the curb right there, almost dies, can't get the power down, loses all the time he gained. Will he be close enough to make a move in turn 1 again? I don't think so. Yellow in the 2nd sector. Somebody spun around. Its load broke. No contact. Sammy and Zach Evans are closing in on Hunter for that 3rd place position. Side by side right here between Jay and Clater. Jay gets up and into 6th. The 2 Invicta cars running 7th and 8th. Nick in 10th. This is exactly what happened to him in Australia. Ran 10th all week. All, sprint, all the main race finished 4th, so could be a good sign.
Consistency is key.
For the lead, Jack Farnhart still there. Hunter gaining time on the leaders. And you could split this race if you put on 15. I don't think they're going to do that, so I think our first pit stop should be coming pretty soon. Clean lost a little time right there. INF better through the corners. I think Clean set his car up to be good on straightaways. Lap 7 of 30. See how INF gets through the final corner. He's been taking way too much curb recently. Not that time. He's as close as he's been. I think he's close enough to even make a move. We'll see. He's closing. He's closing. He's closing. Got a massive run. Got an opportunity to go for it if he wants. Gonna sit behind Clean, though. We watch this battle for the lead heating up a little bit. The battle for 4th closing in 2. Side by side between Jay and Clater. This might not end well. These two, for some reason, love to make contact with each other as Clater kind of forces Jay out a little bit there. And Jay has a temper.
Yeah, Jay ain't gonna act too kindly either because was already low-key upset about his qualifying run. Then he's got to restart and refresh his mind. Doesn't really carry over that much whenever you have issues like that early on. So that's gonna be definitely a good one to watch.
It will be, and we have not had a DNF yet. I do think we will see one at some point.
It's coming.
No safety car yet. Again, though, I do think it's coming. Way off the track right there was Clean. He made a mistake. He had an 0.8 of a second lead. He was pulling out of that DRS. Yeah, Clean using the weave to be a little effective for him. He weaves down that straightaway. We come to the final corner. He will definitely weave down the front straightaway. INF gets through 130R so well that he closes right up to the back of Clean. He just cannot get through the final corner as well as Clean to be close enough to make a move. Pit stops, I assume, are coming soon. You see right here, Zach Evans all over Sammy for P number 4. I assume this move will get done down into turn 1 with ease. We'll see what happens. The rear wing opens for Zach Evans. He looks to the inside. Sammy's going to hold it on the outside. He's not going to quite give it up as they go side by side into 1, into 2, still side by side. Advantage goes to Zach Evans. He takes 4th place. That's somebody Alex said to watch. He thought he was going to be fast. Looks like it's working out pretty well for him. Days, who got spun around on that first lap up into the points again. Looking pretty fast, Nick. He got by you.
Don't rub it in. I'll keep up with him. I'm not trying right now.
Mason and Ranger nose to tail.
Oh no, Alex, I'm breaking his rule. It's a penalty.
Oh God. Now what?
As we come to the 3rd point of this race. 10 out of 30 laps when this one's completed. And INF is all over Clean this time. If he can get that run through 130R and if he can just be a little decent through the final corner, he will be able to make a move to get the lead back. Yeah, he is there as we go into the final corner. He got through 130R, great. Goes over the curb pretty hard, but got through the final corner better than I've seen him get through it. Clean is definitely at a disadvantage right now as INF closes in, opens the rear wing. Will he get to make a move as we go down towards turn number 1? INF goes to the inside of Clean. They're side by side for the lead into turn 1. INF overshoots the corner. Clean crosses him over there side by side. Got to be careful. Don't want any type of contact. I assume Clean's going to back out. No, INF backs out with the advantage. Interesting move from INF right there. Was fully ahead and just gave the position back. Maybe some games being played right there, Nick, because INF knows he's as fast as him. Maybe he wants the DRS again on the straightaway.
Yeah, I mean, that could be, it could be a possibility. We'll have to see if it helps out. Looks like they're battling really, really hard right now, going into the next few turns, though.
Well, Nick, you pitted. You're probably trying to get that undercut on Days, maybe gain a little on Ranger and Mason. What are you doing in terms of strategy?
I have no strategy. And that is my strategy.
DSP strategy. Oh, went off the track. Clean overcorrects the car. Way off the track. But maybe he did it on purpose to get behind INF to get the DRS. He's got a massive run into 130R, but this is where INF is extremely strong. The car great through high-speed corners. See Clean struggling on these old tires. Maybe he'll pit. Split the race into thirds. Over the curb goes Clean. He will not pit. Neither will Jack Farnhart. Clean is all over him. He will get by him with the DRS right here. You see he's coming with a run. Goes to the inside. Side by side. Fully ahead. Backing into the lead after that mistake. INF trying to stay with him through the first couple of corners, and he is. He's all over him. Nick probably started the run to strategy. Him and Chris pitted, so that'll be interesting as Clater and Jay again are going side by side. Guys, this always leads to something. You see Clater on the outside, Jay on the inside. Side by side through here never works. Oh, and they're going to do it. Contact right there. Jay making contact with Clater's right rear wheel. You know, the tempers are building up. These two have crashed already this race. They crashed last week. It's going to be interesting to see if this forms maybe a rivalry throughout the season. They are about the same pace in these cars. Pit stop about 21 seconds. So Nick will have to get on it if he wants to close in and gain some positions. INF being a little over aggressive right there. Overcooked the corner. But he's not too far behind Clean. If he gets through 130R like he has, again, he will be there. You see he got through 130R good. He got through the final corner pretty good, actually. He's all over Clean and will likely make a move. He's coming with a run, but he's going to choose to stay behind him. He lets off the gas. See Clater and Jay again swapping positions. Clater gets by him that time. Hunter's in the pits with Mason. That's where Nick's trying to come out around. He's trying to come out around the Mason area. He was about 4 seconds behind him. Deport's in as well. Top two still within half of a second of each other. That is the closest battle on track by far. Clater has gapped Jay, so we'll have to wait and see when pit stops happen how this will all play out. Our third place runner, Hunter, like I said, did pit. He's trying to get that undercut to close in on Clean and INF. He was about 5.5 seconds behind. The undercut for Nick did not work whatsoever. He was 5 seconds behind Mason. Now he's 11. Nick, was there a mistake?
Yeah, I actually hit the wall really good in the corner I'm in, actually, on my opening lap, coming off the pits. I hit the wall really, really hard. I didn't get any damage, but that's where the mistake was at.
Second place running INF in the pits. Go ahead.
I was say also there's the mistake too. I overshot that corner twice now.
A lot of people coming into the pits. INF's in, Clater's in, Ranger's in. They're going to double stack at the Invicta team. It's going to lose Ranger a ton of time. Yellow in the first sector. Somebody has spun around. I think it might be Deport. No, it's the other car. Is it Clean with an issue? Did Clean just... Yeah, Clean has a flat tire.
Oh no, Clean! I've never seen that before.
Yeah, he has to limp it around right rear.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's a right rear tire flat. He has to limp the car around.
I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, way off pace.
Wow, that is not good at all for him.
Big mistake for him. INF's going to gain a ton of time.
Where is INF right now?
P5, 18 seconds behind.
I wonder who this opens the lead up to. I guess INF then, right?
Yeah, it's going to, with Hunter 3.2 behind him. Clean when he right around Hunter.
Oh man, he's gonna have to really work to get that spot back.
Yeah, Clean's way off the pace. Zach Evans all over him. Clean has huge... I don't even know if he has damage, but he's just so off the pace. He almost missed the pit entry. Almost got into the wall. Zach Evans is going to enter the pits right with him. Clean! 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
Man, oh man.
That just turned the tables.
And this has just virtually opened up the race in INF's hands, and he's going to take it, and he might run away with it.
Might run away. He has a massive lead right now with Clean's issues. Hunter's going to come out in second, so the best friend 1-2. Hunter 3.4 seconds behind INF. He was 5.5 before the pit stop. So the undercut worked. We'll see if he can gain pace like he was before on the long run. Clean needs a safety car to get back in it to win this race. Zach Evans comes out right behind him. Just an ultimate bottle from Clean. You never really see that, Nick. When we're on the F1 side of things, we always talk about how he's perfect and flawless, never makes mistakes or gets penalties. He botched the pit strategy here with the flat tire and then sped into the pit lane.
Yeah, he's going to lose all sorts of time. We've also never seen a flat tire in the F1 series in a long time. So second race in the F2 season, and we already have a flat tire. I think the season's going to open a lot of new fun things to see. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's just a bummer for him, man. I know Clean's fast here.
That also opens the door about now people's going to be thinking every single week, you know, what's the possibilities of me getting a flat tire? Because obviously it's possible.
Yeah, it's very possible. And Nick also has the faults turned on, I think. So maybe he had some type of sensor fault as well or something, because he was just really slow even on the straights. Still no DNF as we hit the halfway point of the race. Hunter losing time, lost his second that lap to INF. And this is not how I thought this race would play out. I thought Clean would pretty much run away with it, especially after that qualifying lap, but he did not run away with it, and now he's in the biggest hole of anybody in the race.
He's in big jeopardy to really hurt himself in the points.
I believe he came in with an 8-point lead too, so.
Yeah, over Tomato, who's not racing. This will really help INF. If Clean somehow does not score points tonight, they would be almost level on points. And INF missed a race.
Which will be huge for INF to have. What a rebound race it would be for him to get right back into this.
Yeah, and like I was saying, this race is really nowhere near over. We have a long ways to go. We have half the race left. And all the action that happened in the first half with Clean bottling so far, he could come back. He could come back just as easy. So we'll have to wait and see how it plays out. That 10-second speeding penalty, by the way, he has to serve under green flag. He cannot serve it under the safety car. So he'll probably serve it on his second pit stop. Side by side, back behind him, lap car getting out of the way. Zach Evans in fourth, but right now running in third in his debut race. If Clean does not serve that penalty.
Now it's just a time penalty. It's not a drive-through, correct?
It is a 10-second stop-go penalty.
Oh, wow.
You see INF putting a gap on HD. Lap car getting out of the way, or at least going to try and get out of the way. The lap car's not getting out of the way. Almost forced INF off the track right there. Got to be careful. That was Cole. That cost INF 3 or 4 tenths of a second. Hunter's back to what he was at the pit stop. Clean has left the race. See if we can get him an invite back into the game. As we do have 13 people watching right now, so shout out to our 13 viewers. Yellow in the second sector in that little corner. That's just load broke getting out of the way. With Clean leaving, the AI is so slow, it's allowed Zach Evans to get right up on him. Hunter pushing his hardest to try and close up to INF. Completely cut the chicane right there. Don't know if he got a warning for that, but very much cut the chicane. Probably why he got the fastest lap of the race. No real close battles on track. That Mason and Clater battle coming out of the final corner is pretty close. Here comes Mason with that run on. Clater goes to the inside, and Clater's going to let him have it. That's for P6. Hunter's just hovering around that 3.9 second mark. He needs INF to make a mistake or get held up by lap traffic. Yellow in the first sector, one car around, that's load broke. No damage for him. Lap 17 of 30. We have 13 coming to 13 to go. Hunter lost a couple of tenths of a second through there. Down to 4.4. Clater got by Mason. Nice battle going on here. Days closing into J. Now, Nick, I know how you like these cars handle, so what is wrong with the car right now as you go off into the gravel?
So as you see, the car is not carring. It's just, I don't know. I definitely know what's wrong with it. I chose the wrong setup. I did a preset 3 or 2. Everyone else is on the 4. Everyone is beating me on the straight line speeds, and I barely can hit the corners right. So that's my issue. I already know it. Where are we at next week? I must know.
I do not remember.
I know Luke's probably looking it up, or you absolutely ignored my question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not hear your question.
Where are we at next
So
week?
go ahead. Oh, yeah. Let me look that
Oh,
up.
Ranger Heart! Oh my God, that's a crazy sentence. I'm sorry. I thought he hit
Yeah,
the wall.
Ranger. I think he probably bottomed out on the curb, just spun out.
SP has taken the lead.
Yeah,
Other point.
10th place in points. Cook.
Eddie is catching
Next
me
week is
5 tenths a
Spain.
lap. Spain?
Yes, sir.
That was one of the races I could have won last year. So I'm
Oh,
happy.
clean off in the gravel. Chris, 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
How do you get corner cutting when there's no corners to cut? So,
Probably the last section, last little S.
Yeah, our next batch of races are going to be really interesting. Spain, Azerbaijan, Austria, Zandvoort, Brazil. Yellow again in Sector 1. Oh my goodness, Load Broke almost just absolutely assassinated somebody. I don't know who that was. I
I
think
believe
it was
it was Ranger or Deport, yeah.
A safety car would really change the outcome of this race. We have another yellow flag up in front. Looks like maybe 2 cars have gone around in 130R.
Yeah, that is 2
I
cars
think-
around.
Yeah, that's Cole and Alex. Or no, not Alex. I'm trying to figure out who that is. It's Cole and Days. No, sorry, Cole and Sammy.
Oh no.
Clean's going to pit and serve that penalty. Cole gets a 3-second corner cutting penalty.
Yeah, he cut the corner. I saw it on the map. He cut the corner right when he spun. That could be one we removed because he already lost the time. But I don't think it's going to really matter.
.2 seconds out in front for Jack Farnhart. Like I was saying before all that action started to go down, a safety car would absolutely change the outcome of this race. Deport's going to come out, or sorry, just, yeah, hold the position over his teammate Clean, who is outside of the points. He's in P12, 5 seconds behind Ranger. He's going to have 11 and a half laps to gain 9 seconds on Deport to get a point. Which for Clean, in my opinion, is doable. INF, lap car in front of him. Not sure which one it is. They got out of the way, though.
That was me going in pits. I'm just now making my first pit stop.
Nice. You stretched him a long time.
Yes, I did. Pretty much, I was on a one-stop strategy versus everybody else being on 2, just to see what it does for this race.
Are we really going to have a safety car free race with 16 drivers, not a single DNF? I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't see that. Nick, is that going to be possible?
I think it's possible. I think we're going to see it. I don't think we're going to really see... We might see a couple spins here and there, but I don't think we're going to see a crash that's going to bring out the safety car. I just don't see it. I think everyone's been racing a great race. I don't see it. I really don't.
Yeah, you just got to bring up that meme. Who's going to take one for the team and bring out a safety car?
No, it's like this. All right, fellas. Which one of you fuckers are going to bring out the safety car? Who's going to sacrifice their life? And no one did.
Nobody.
It's unfortunate. I should brake check Eddie real fast.
Yeah, just knock his wing off. Might cause a safety car.
I have red flags on increased, so we'll see.
Yeah, I have 2 cars DNF. That would be probably a red flag.
I did wreck Eddie earlier, so I should probably be careful.
4.5 second lead for Jack Farnhart.
Oh, Eddie is dirt tracking it.
Might as well watch this. It will be the closest battle on track, Eddie and Nick.
You know, Eddie's name is Nick as well, so you just call it the Nick battle.
The battle of mid.
The battle of Nicks.
Oh yeah, look at this. This is really a battle of mid. Both of them go off in the grass.
Oh, look at Ranger!
Oh, here comes Ranger. Wow, what a run coming for Ranger. He's trying to get up there and get some points for the troops. Oh, bump drafted. Deport goes to the outside of SP, side by side, down into 130R. Got to be careful. Nick almost turned Deport right there. That was almost a catastrophic incident. Oh, Nick goes to the inside of Deport. Ranger absolutely shit himself. Oh, a lot of bumper tag going on. There's no bumpers, but they're playing tag. They're going to go 3 wide. Ranger coming with a run, goes to the outside. Nick going to bump draft Deport on the inside. Nope. Said, see ya. I'm going to go through the middle as we go 3 wide down into turn 1. Deport backs out of it. Ranger backs out of it. Nick gets to hold 9th place. Now, if the safety car were to come, I think it would come out of this. UTLR Xfinity and Truck Series champion Nick racing with UTLR Truck Series champion Deport and UTLR Truck Series winner Ranger. So a bunch of good UTLR racers right here. Nick, obviously the best accolades of the bunch. Nick also an F2 winner. You see Deport making a mistake back there. They're allowing Clean to come into this battle. They really are allowing Clean to come into this battle. Nick screwed up the corner. Ranger's going to try and go around the outside. Nick blocks it. Ranger goes to the inside. Nick's off and into the grass. Oh, he saves it. He gets back on the track in good position. The two, I think that's, who is that? That's the Rodden cars yellow in the second sector. 1 car around. Who was that? Somebody all by themselves. Not too sure. Clean gets by. Deport. We've been really close to getting a safety car, but we have not had one quite yet. Mason all over Clater for P4. Nice job for Mason. Deport 3-second penalty for corner cutting. See Hunter's just holding steady behind INF. If we got a safety car, I think he has the pace to battle INF for the win. I think Zach Evans in 3rd has the pace to do it. The safety car has just got to come out.
Well, look, the opportunity is running out. We're under 10 to go, so if that's going to happen, it's got to happen soon.
Yeah, and there's a lot of battles on track. This mid-pack battle right here between Ranger, SP, Clean, Deport. They're all on top of each other. SP goes over the curb. Clean going to put some pressure on him. Nick's going to get out of his way. Make Clean put pressure on Ranger. And then have Ranger fall into the clutches of... Oh, and hard in the wall. SP is in the wall. Clean is involved. No safety car. Nick swerves to avoid Clean. He hit the wall, broke his front wing. It didn't fully come off. That's why there was no safety car. Now Nick has to limp around half a lap and try and keep the car on track. Mason and Clater side by side. Mason gets up to 4th. It is INF still P1, 6 seconds up. Mason and Clater having a nice little battle here for 4th place. What a nice crossover there from Clater. They're side by side, going through the S's. We talked about how we don't think it's a passing opportunity, but they're making it a passing opportunity. Still side by side. Clater with the advantage, but, excuse me, Mason not going to back out. Still side by side. Mason through the grass. Clater gets the spot. Nick makes it into the pits. His point day is done. Nick looked like Clean, tried to make a pass on Ranger, spun himself.
Yep, said it right then and there.
Safety cars turn off with 3 to go, so on lap 24 now for the race leader. We still got about 6 or 7 laps. Yellow right here, Cole's around. coming to pass him. I think it's Alex. There goes Alex, gets by him. Nice battle, still going for fourth. Clater has it. Mason wants it. Mason has a big run. He will be going for the move. He does make the move. Them battling is letting Jay close in for this battle for fourth. That would be huge for Prema for the Constructors Championship. I don't know. I got a weird feeling that that safety car is still coming. I just think it's looming. I think,
We've had
you
too
know,
many
people are getting
incidents.
tired. Yeah.
Had too many instances where a safety car has not come out. I agree, it's looming. I'll be very shocked if we don't get one, but I've got to agree, it's coming.
Yeah, we have 7 laps. Like I said, they turn off with 3, but yeah, I just think something is coming. It's just got that feeling to it. It's got that feeling of a crazy finish. I just feel like it's brewing. Obviously, Clean is out of this race. Even if we get a safety car, I think there's no way he can win it. If we get a safety car, people are going to pit as well. You see this car getting out of the way of Hunter. It was a lap car. I think it was Chris. Yes, it was.
Bad data on the sensors. Huh.
Interesting. Alex having a sensor issue.
Ooh. Well, spinning around.
Oh, yeah, and you got a yellow flag for you. Going slowly through the section.
My good. My first mistake all night, so. Who knows, it might be me.
Lap 1.
Okay, that was not me. That was dipshit.
His name
Sorry,
is Dark
yes, it's on
Outlaw,
it.
actually.
Yes, it's on the broadcast. I don't really care. Oh, there's Ranger. Hey, Ranger.
INF coming around. 6 to go right now. INF has blue flags, but there's nobody
Oh
around it.
my god! Let's not talk about that.
SP almost died.
Dude, I hit the bump and the fucking rear shot so hard. I think I got fucking more damage. Yeah, I got
if you got
more damage.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you got floor damage, that thing's going to drive horribly and could potentially lead to Nick crashing and bringing out a safety car, which would be interesting.
How do you want me to crash?
I want anybody to crash. I want craziness and all of it.
Ain't no one gonna crash.
Yeah, you're right. Definitely not Jay or Clater or Mason all racing right now. These are the same 3 that were running 3rd, 4th, and 5th last week, and all of them crashed. So, see how that'll play out side by side coming through. 130R right here. Clater with a run. Mason going to try and slam the door shut. Does not. Clater is going to fall behind him. Full throttle corner through here. Now, what does Jay do? Oh, Jay with a late lunge down the inside of Clater. Going to make it work. Nice move by Jay. Wow. Sometimes aggressive pays off. Somehow, all 3 of these cars have DRS. Not too sure how that's working. See, Jay gets up to 4th. He got by Mason. Got a 2 for 1 in the final 2 corners. 5 laps to go. We got about a lap and a half for a safety car. Clean and Deport swapping spots. Oh my God! Somebody going extremely slowly down the straight almost caused a terrible crash into the 130R. I think it was Cole.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Cole. I was right behind that. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little scared. Clean had just gone off track. He went into the grass, allowing all of us to go around him. In the meantime, Cole was slow on the right-hand side, Clean was slow on the left-hand side. We all had gathered up and go around them all, so definitely a little chaotic.
Oh yeah. INF has a 9.2 second lead, comes around 4 to go. Last lap of opportunity for a safety car. and he wants to survive it. We have not had a DNF. We have no worries as of now for INF. This is what we like to see here in UTLR. The entire top eight different teams. Maybe it'll stay that way if we don't get a safety car. Hunter 9.0 seconds behind INF. Looks like we are going to have a safety car free race. The closest battle right now is for fourth between Jay and Clater. You know, this might lead to something. INF's got half a lap to turn them safety cars off. Clater's got a run on Jay. Yellow in the third sector. I think that was around Alex.
Yeah, went off course. Making mistakes in that sector that I was messing up on.
Well, INF comes around the final corner. 3 laps to go. Started in second place. Probably had the second fastest car. And again, going to capitalize on somebody else's misfortune. No real close battles on track except for this Days and Mason battle. Jay and Yeti going to have one as well. Or Jay and Yeti. Jay and Clater going to have one as well. Here comes Clater with the run on Jay. Where does Jay go? You know he'll be aggressive. Clater with the run goes to the inside. Jay does not make any type of move to block it, but you know he's not going to back out of it. As we go to turn 1, they touch right there. Jay turned into Clater, but Clater gets up and into fourth. Days, who has spun twice in this race, is hounding down Mason for P6. So, you know, he had some good pace if he could limit the mistakes. INF has no pressure, no lap cars in front of him, no lap cars behind him. Closest competitor on track, 9.8 seconds behind, and that just happens to be his best friend Hunter.
Those two are going to be excited to have a 1-2 finish tonight if it stays on par.
Yeah, and it's pretty crazy. Those two have a 24-second advantage over Zach Evans in third.
Yeah, as long as they keep it clean, there should be no issue. Rhyme reason they don't go 1-2. Which good for them. Good rebound race for INF. Definitely deserved it. After a mistake from Clean, he just capitalized on mistake.
Yeah, it looks as though Clean's going to get only 1 point with INF winning the race. He's going to get the biggest haul of points. Clean is going to get the 2 extra points too, by the way, for winning the pole. So he'll likely still be leading the championship, but by only about 3 or 4 over INF. And again, we're going to have a championship battle. Jay with a big run on Clater. You know he wants to be aggressive. Not close enough to make a move on this lap. He'll have to try on the last lap, unless he can get there now. But Clater moves in, moves over and covers it off. 2 battles we're going to keep our eye on. This battle for fourth between Zach Clater and JDF. Mason LaForge in 6th. Darren Engler in 7th. They are the closest battles on the racetrack, but not for long because Jay goes off the track, completely loses sight of Clater. Absolutely binned his opportunity there for P4. Looks like he's probably going to have to settle for P5. Jack Farnhart, though, 2 lap cars in front of him, has a lot of time to give up if he wants to be safe. White flag in the air for Jack Farnhart. A great race from him. No mistakes. And that's really what's going to win him this race. Big mistakes from Clean. Stayed out that extra lap. Blew the tire, and then coming in with the blown tire. Gets... Oh, we have a spin. Mason is around. And Clean. Clean is spun. He's out of the points. SP 10-second penalty for corner cutting. What are you doing? Everything going down on this last lap.
That's going to hurt Clean and his. I mean, that's going to be an extra point for INF to capitalize with Clean not getting any.
Yeah, we look at the penalties. It's 3 seconds for Deport. Clean is 4.4 behind him. He needs to gain 1.4 if he wants to get back to that final point. INF into the second sector. Lap car in front
That's
does
me.
not have to do anything crazy to get by him. Could just sit behind him. He has 9.8 seconds to the next closest car. He's going to cross him up, though. He's going to cross Alex up. Alex is going to move out of the way here on the straightaway, and INF gets by him. Not too much for INF to worry about. We knew he was going to be a factor. He is the Season 1 champion. He's the all-time wins leader in the F2 series. He has the most sprint wins, the most poles, the most feature wins, and in his first start in Season 2, he's going to start in second place, and he's going to come all the way around to win again. He wins here in Japan and picks up where he left off. Hunter is going to come second place, second fiddle to his best friend. Good finish for him. A big gap back to third. We'll watch on. Zach Evans, his first start in UTLR's F2 series. He's going to come around after Clean's misfortune. He rounds the final corner. He gets his first career podium, P3 for Zach Evans. Nicely done for him. Zach Clater going to hold on for P4. Jay's going to pick up points for Prema and P5. Mason is not going to get... Actually, yes, he is. He's going to get 6th. It's going to be 7th for Days. Sammy's going to get 8th. Ranger's going to pick up points in 9th. Clean needs 1.1 seconds and half a lap on his teammate to get the final point. Will he do it? We'll watch that battle. 1.2 seconds and 4 corners. 1.2, 1.1. Will he send it? He has probably some penalty warnings that he can take advantage of. He does send it. 6/10, 7/10. Not going to get there clean. Going to get 0 points here in Japan. That's a shocker.
That's going to hurt and upset Clean, but I mean, one issue led to the next for him, unfortunately. But hey, may still get driver of the day. That's awesome for him.
Yeah, his driver character looks like Angel Reese. But yeah, look at this. INF picking up where he left off, like I said. P1 for him, P2 for his best buddy Hunter, P3 for Zach Evans. Great race for him. There is the points. 26 points picked up for INF, 2 points for Clean.
And also, look, this is a return to home, like you said, with INF. I don't think you mentioned it, but I mean, the fact that he's also a repeat winner now, back-to-back here in Japan. Won last year.
Yes, sir. First time somebody has won 2 times at a racetrack. So INF gets 26 points. Clean's going to add 2 to his tally. And if we look at the point standings, which are posted in the Discord, you can see Clean has 36 points. He's going to have 38. INF's going to move up in to third place in points, 13 points behind. Well, we can get that top 3 in here. One of them already in here. Let's get INF. Let's get HD. All right, who do you guys want to get today?
Oh, I'll get. Oh, Zach right here.
All right, Nick, who do you want to get?
Mm, it don't matter to me.
All right, I'll get the winner. Alex can get third. You'll get HD. Sound good?
Hey.
All right, we're going to start down there in third place. Alex down there with the first time podium sitter.
Yeah, down here with Zach Evans. Make sure you get your audio included, man. Glad to have you. First of all, back here or here in the F2 series, making your debut, like Luke mentioned as you came across the line there, and to come off with a podium. I mean, that speaks volume. You talked about how you just became, or you just came off of a back-to-back championship over in the F1 and F2 side of things. So, kind of a top contender that we're expecting from you, and the fact that you'll be here every week, I think that you have a shot. Starting behind the 8 ball by one race, but honestly, you can make it up, and you show that you're a top contender. I mean, kind of walk us through what was the probably the lowest point of your race, and what were you expecting there at the end to maybe have a chance at the win if there was any for you.
Well, I just want to say thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to race with you guys. First season racing UTRL with y'all, so looking forward to this. Yeah, coming off that F2 championship, wasn't able to make Australia, so that kind of started me in a hole. But one race out of 15, But I mean, race was good. The car felt pretty good. I was actually running the balance setup versus everyone else running about a 4. I was running a 3, try to be more conservative. Just trying to be more patient. Honestly, there was an incident in front of me that happened where one of the Invictas went around and almost collected me, but kind of reacted, got around on the outside, drove around them at hairpin, uh, took over fourth spot. Honestly, I don't know what else I could have probably done. I mean, the car was doing well, tires were wearing well. Um, Maybe if the safety car came out, maybe I would have a shot. But I mean, other than that, I mean, a podium on my first start, and I can't take it. Qualifying started out sixth, rallied up through the field to third. So I mean, all in all, it was fun, great effort all around from everyone else racing me on the racetrack. That was really fun. But yeah, no, just looking forward to the rest of the season. But yeah.
Yeah, and one thing I want to bring up is obviously whenever Clean had that misfortune, uh, did you think that you still had a shot to like, still beat him, or were you thinking that he might still be a threat on your part? Because that kind of is what promoted you up into battle for that podium, that final podium spot.
Yeah, just him getting that speeding penalty. I was a little terrified, not gonna lie, coming into pit lane behind him. kind of the drafts going into pit lane kind of sucked me a little bit too close. I wasn't just trying to not make contact with him going into pit lane, which luckily enough was a little bit far back, able to get the car slow down just enough under the pit lane speed. So wasn't able to get a 10-second speeding penalty. But I mean, other than that, I mean, him having that penalty, he was quick. He was quicker than me. I knew it. I just had to, one way or another, apply the pressure. At least be there a little bit closer if I could. I know he had a connection issue, which kind of threw him out of the race. And then I was able to close the gap, and then he joined back in, and then he was starting to pull. But I mean, other than that, I mean, just being consistent, staying focused, not making mistakes, applying the pressure when I could. And you know, it paid off. It paid off. He pitted to serve his 10-second speeding penalty, which good on him. For that, and not being in the way of most other drivers. But I mean, other than that, it was just all about being consistent and applying the pressure when I could.
Awesome, man. Well, congrats again on your first podium and your first debut race over here. Can't wait to see what more things you accomplish throughout the season here. And good luck next week at Spain.
Thank you. One quick shout out. I want to send a shout out to my wife, who's been watching, my parents who are watching, and thank you to Alex and everyone at the UTLR admins and everyone that works hard on that side for giving me this opportunity. And looking forward to see you guys at Spain next week.
Yes, sir. Really appreciate it. I, who had second? I think it's
Me.
SP. Yeah,
Me, yes.
SP. You're down there with second place.
Okay, yeah, I'm down here with second place. A very surprising second place, actually, but is it really surprising? I don't think so. HD, very, very strong all night long. Japan, I know, is one of his favorite tracks to come to. And he really showed out tonight. Was in the podium position all night long and held on to the end and was able to capture his first podium, I believe, of the season. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it is. So, uh, HD, just how does it feel? Get your first podium, second race of the year.
I mean, it's pretty good. I was okay. Wasn't as consistent at all as I wanted to be. Um, I could have been much better in the final stint. I went from 4 seconds back to 10 seconds back on genuine pace. I was that bad down the stretch, which sucked. Um, but the top two are good enough pace-wise from the rest of the field, genuinely, that I didn't effectively lose time, thankfully. I made the passes I needed to make early, and even then those were kind of tough. I needed to qualify 2 spots better. Qualifying set me back, and it's not at all an offense to all to Clader and Sam. They're both amazing drivers, but Suzuka's hard enough to pass in F1 cars and F2 cars. It's a death sentence to pass at Suzuka. It just is. Um, and in places where I thought I was faster, I just couldn't get around them. Not trying to not trying to NASCAR it, throw it into them. It's just not fair, not right at all either. So I really had to play the patience game to start it out. It did save my softs though. So at the end of the softs run, I was gaining big time on INF and clean. I should have stayed out an extra lap. That extra lap would have helped big time. I overthought it. Overthought it. I didn't gain anything on the undercut. I didn't. So it wasn't worth it. But I can live with second. I didn't expect to win, and I didn't. So, um, I hate that I'm sounding so pessimistic, genuinely, but I didn't have that many expectations for this race. But a second's good. Second's good. Second's a really big build.
There's SP. Uh, Hello?